And happy weekend, guys. Kelly and I both got off early today. Today is Friday because it's, I don't know, like a Utah Founders Day holiday. I don't know. Randomly got notified earlier this week that I'd be getting off early, so Killian took off early. So I'm just going over to the truck. People are watching, so I feel awkward. So that I can move it right here, and then we'll start loading up. Cannot explain how excited we are to be getting a garage soon. So excited! And while I was bringing the truck over here, Killian already started bringing stuff down. It's so hot. What's nice though is that we're going to be coming back right away in the morning, so we don't have to bring the huge cooler. This one will do, which should make packing a lot easier. Yeah, we're basically done. Bros, so fast. If we both worked together at the same time, it would have only taken one trip. Wow. Oh, the steering wheel up.
So we're at the same spot we were last weekend, and it is at least 25 degrees cooler up here than it was just down in one of the cities before climbing up. Some people just parked right over there. So what I was saying is, one, it's cooler here, and there is still people right on that there's a little prairie kind of over on that side. Hopefully they don't stay there, because the guy,
they said they were gonna be rowdy.
Yeah, the guy came over and said, "Are you guys camping here?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Well, we might look for some more camping spots because we're pretty rowdy." And so they left one vehicle there and drove down a different road. So we shall see. I guess we'll see, but we're unpacking to set up camp here, so. So I think we have more than enough firewood for the evening. More than enough. Probably got a little too cut happy. Found those logs when we were kind of just off-roading over there. We just cut up with the Sawzall. And then all these we just use the axe or feet. So we're gonna have another hot fire night.
S'mores.
Giovanna the firebug over here insists on having not one, but two fire sticks. Like, she gets very defensive about.
That's my stick. I used the crappier one first so I could have the good one. Good morning. It is Saturday. It is currently at 7:45. 7:45 and 48 degrees. So it's a little chilly. So we packed up fairly fast. Kind of took our time. But now we're headed back home to unpack the truck, and then we'll grab our canoe, grab the kayak, and then go to immigration, 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 canyon where there's another reservoir that we haven't been, but it's pretty close to our house.
So this is where we are going to be going kayaking. You apparently, not only can you not swim in this lake or reservoir, you cannot paddleboard in it either. Which, why? I do not know. Maybe they figure paddleboarding is too uneven to potentially topple in, and then boom, you're swimming. I'm not sure. The reason for the swimming is because it this feeds into water treatment plant for down in the valley that way, and so maybe they just don't want to have to treat it that much more for sunscreen and body grossness. I don't know, but it looks really nice, so this should be fun. We're having to walk down from the parking lot down to here. We didn't have to pay to get in. We thought we were gonna have to pay $5, which if we did pay $5 we would have went literally directly to the water, but instead we're just walking down a bike path instead. And we tried to pay with our credit card, which she didn't have a credit card reader, and so then we're like, okay, here's a $20 bill, and she didn't have any change. So she's like, you can either overpay or park over there for free. It's like, I'm not gonna pay $20 for a $5 entrance fee. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so we're walking down and gonna blow up our kayak. Made it down to the water edge. It's a nice looking water. Looks pretty clear.
Yeah.
So time to do a little manual labor.
So we are just taking off. Obviously, there's the shore. I've already been relieved of rowing duties, so we'll see how long that holds up.
There's no wind at all, so it's perfectly calm, and the tiniest bit of effort is getting us moving. So I'm sure she'll paddle at some point, folks.
But maybe not. But here is the reservoir.
The button.
Yeah, it's recording.
I was explaining to Giovanna that this is perfect for tubing, so when you're getting whipped around on the corner, you just kind of...
Do it again?
What? Well, I mean, you would know what that sound is if you've ever been whipped around a corner when it's perfectly smooth.
We have almost made it to the other side. It was a lot longer than we thought it would be. So this is taking a lot longer than we thought. But we are almost here. The wind definitely picked up some, so we're going against the current. I have had to paddle some, but he's still the paddle rock star. There's a crane in the rocks.
So we made it to the other side. We kind of set the boat on the rocks here, and we're gonna have lunch so that so that we don't have to keep rowing the entire time. It was actually quite, I don't know what time it is, but that was probably like an hour of rowing. It was,
Yeah.
felt like 2 hours, but yeah, so lunchtime. It's our anniversary today, and what a better way to celebrate it than to put ourselves through a grueling hike. But on this hike, we will see who's right, because I think we did this hike before, where we met this other hiker, and when we almost ran into those moose. Giovanna thinks that we couldn't complete this hike before because the snow was too deep. So we're gonna find out who was right, so stay tuned. I also want to point out that this beginning part is extremely steep. It's quite steep. And the last time that we did do this, we stopped probably 6 or 7 different times just up this first part for breaks. But the trooper in front hasn't stopped yet. We're probably about 10 minutes farther than the last recording. Giovanna is tired and has realized that this is not the trail that she was thinking of.
Doesn't mean it was his trail though either, so.
I'm quite certain. I am quite certain it is the trail I'm thinking of. And so we're probably only about a third, I'd say. Mile and a half, something like that, into this hike. So we have done this before, and this is when we met this one hiker, saw some moose, thought there was a serial killer on the path, all of those things. And so we're gonna go back down because I think this is a little bit steeper or harder of a hike than what we were wanting to do on this Sunday morning, what we mentally had prepared ourselves for. And where we had parked, there was like a half-mile trail to a quote-unquote hidden waterfall, according to the name. So we're gonna go back down and then cut across over to where we parked, cross the road over there, and then go to this hidden waterfall.
We are at the starting path.
Are you recording?
Yeah?
All
Alright, so we are at the starting path to Hidden Falls. Our truck is literally right there. Beep. And he's already going.
There's what? Dead bugs. Oh.